Yo, 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 yo. Welcome to the Blue Lounge. Welcome to the stream. Oh my God. What a finale. What an end. What a game. That game was crazy. Seriously, that game was crazy. There was errors left, right, and center, but there was one thing that was good. Kepa, Hakim Ziyech. What a result. What a result. What a fantastic result. Undisputed champions of Europe. Chelsea FC. We've got the Super Cup. Finally. Finally, we've got the Super Cup. What a result. What a result. Eric Blue, how are you, my man? How do you feel? How do you feel? Tell me.
I feel pretty good. I feel very happy. Yeah.
I'm delighted. I'm delighted. Listen, big up to everybody in the chat. Big up to Elijah, to Angel, to Hajo, to Unwanted, to everyone who's here. Who else is here? Listen, people, what a result. Listen, I want your thoughts. I want your opinions. I want you to tell me how you're feeling in the chat. Let me know. Listen, we're gonna talk about this game. We're gonna cover this game. We're gonna cover this achievement, but really, I'm really impressed with Kepa. He made two fantastic saves. He didn't even touch the ball. He came on, but he didn't even touch the ball, and then he gets in there and does the business. Good call by Tuchel to bring Kepa on. It panned out for him. Yo, Matt, yeah, I'd love to have you on, mate. I'd love to have you on. I know it's early hours for you, but I'd love to have you on. Listen, people, I don't know how to talk about this game because I don't want to talk about negative stuff right now because there was a lot of negative stuff. But I want to just say one thing. We have now got to put some respect on Hakim Ziyech's name. We have to put respect on his name. All this bashing, all this hate that we've been seeing sent towards the man, it's got to stop. It's got to stop. I am just so gutted at his injury, and I really hope it's nothing serious. I know it's looking like a dislocated shoulder. I'm just hoping it's not too bad because what a player, and how unlucky can you be? Fantastic preseason, and just as the season is about to kick off, the man gets that injury. But boy, what a performance by him up until the injury. I was surprised as hell to see Kante being substituted. Kante was having a fantastic performance, a fantastic evening. Seeing him getting substituted, maybe that's what cost us, I don't know, the conceding the goal. Mendy had a spectacular game. He had a spectacular game, apart from that one bit of, that one slip that he made. And to be fair, I think the grass was a bit long. The pitch was a bit rough. I don't know. Eric, what was your assessment of the pitch? That pitch did look too good to me, man.
Yeah. I'm not sure, man. The pitch looked. To be fair, like it didn't look too bad to me. I thought it looked okay. I think it's they've been working on it from what the commentators were saying. They've been working on the pitch, but yeah, I don't think we can really. I'm not. I don't want to do like. I don't want to behave like Klopp and blame everything for us not winning in 90 minutes. The weather, the pitch. I'm not gonna do that, but it was still. I mean, it was still a good performance without obviously winning in 90 minutes. And the context of the players not being fully fit is huge. Villarreal had more games in preseason, so it's understandable. And the main thing is the win, man. We can't really be focusing on these other things. We could talk about a lot. We could talk about a lot of things that were not good, but yeah, the main thing is the win.
Like Wise Guy says, we did it. We got that trophy. We got that trophy that's eluded us for quite some time. We finally have our hands on it. And boy, does it feel good. DJ Sav, welcome to the stream. Tell me how you're feeling, my man.
Good evening, Mo. Good evening, Eric Blue. Everyone in the chat, big up to you all. Oh, mate, I'm so happy. 1998 was too long, mate. The show we needed to come back to the bridge. It's finally back.
Yeah.
It's finally back, mate. Performance-wise, I was actually happy with the whole team. I can't really say anybody was out of place today. I thought the whole team played well. I thought Trevor Chalobah was absolutely excellent at the back today.
Good performance.
Fantastic performance. The only thing I saw afterwards, and I read it only after this whole thing was all going through, I saw a tweet from César Cancelo. I don't know if you guys have caught onto it, basically saying that there was an agreement in place with Tuchel to play Chalobah, given the whole 90 minutes for this game, so he still goes out on to Valencia. So that is a bit of a gut. That's a bit gutting, that is, to be honest with you, because I thought he was absolutely I thought he was one of our best defenders today. His clearance, his anticipation, everything about him today was absolutely brilliant, mate. And Ziyech's goal, so gutted about him with his injury. I hope he gets better soon. I'm sure he will be. I can't what to say, mate. I'm just happy. I'm just stoked, bro. Seriously.
Yeah, no, I mean, like Eric was saying, we don't want to look at some of the negatives, but there was a few. But I don't think the negatives is really in regards to what we did, but rather how things panned out. I mean, I'm really gutted, like you said, and disappointed that Hakim Ziyech picked up an injury right at this point. Literally the season is just about to kick off, and dislocated shoulder. It's a bit serious, man. I mean, let's hope it's not. Let's hope it's just something minor and not a proper dislocation. But him having that strapping on his shoulder looked like it was something serious. But let's hope it's not too bad. Let's hope he's not out for too long, because he's had a fantastic preseason. Kante, I think Kante is suffering from that syndrome. What's it called? That movie, Brad Pitt. When he's getting younger, what's it called?
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, mate.
Yeah. Because he's getting better as he's growing older, man.
Oh man,
what's it called? What's that movie called? Listen, guys in the chat, tell me what that movie's called. Where Brad Pitt is getting younger. I'm trying to remember the name of the movie. Yeah. So he's getting better as he's getting older. The guy is getting faster. He's getting sharper. I mean, what's going on with him, man? What is going on with Kante? I wasn't happy to see him getting sent off, getting substituted. But I'm guessing.
I remember the name of the.
Go on, tell me.
What's the movie?
Is it the one? If it's the same one that I'm thinking about, is it Benjamin Button?
Benjamin Button. That's the movie. That's the movie.
Yeah,
But I mean, literally, this is what's happening to Kante. He's like a fine wine, man. As he's maturing, as he's getting older, he's getting better and better. I mean, as they say, I don't drink, but apparently, wine gets better as it gets older, and that's what's happening with my man N'Golo Kante Button. He's doing good.
Don't be surprised, mate, because you got to remember. I know different plays, but Makelele was, when we got him, he was almost the same as well. Another player that didn't seem to lose energy. I mean, but I know different plays. I mean, different. Obviously, Kante's more forward, and obviously
more mobile,
more defending at the back. But Kante is more about defending, and then he also likes to break up attacks and attack himself. So yeah, when score even, he had that shot on goal today. I was so unlucky as well. But. Yeah, I mean, what can I say about Kante, mate? I mean, what a player! And I can imagine some fans were saying it was the end of Kante a couple of seasons ago. I said, whoever's coming out and saying that, mate, don't know nothing, mate. Seriously.
Definitely. Congratulations, Max Burton. Welcome to the stream.
Big up, Max.
Hey guys, hey, how you doing? You right?
We done it, man. We finally got our hands back on that Super Cup, man. Undisputed champions, right now.
Yep, the last time we did it was against Real Madrid in 1998. So
yeah, 1-0. Well, but you know what? We like these penalty shootouts in the Super Cup, man. It's just...
I know. Third time lucky, wasn't it?
Kai Havertz, man. You know what? I'd rather miss the first pen than the last pen. So Kai Havertz going out of the way at the beginning, man, just made it.
That was similar to the Champions League, wasn't it? When who was it? Mata missed the first pen, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Havertz was on his foot at the feet there, wasn't he? It was so knackered.
He I mean, that shot had no no zip in it, no power in it. It was just, I mean, but saying that, my favorite penalty was
Rudiger.
Jorginho, man.
Oh,
Jorginho, and he's shushing the
That
man.
was always,
Yeah, that was
the
good,
shushing
that
the
was
fans.
That was
And
madness,
Rudiger's.
man.
Rudiger's wasn't bad as well.
I think
Rudiger's
Rudiger's
was
is the
good.
best personal.
Yeah. Now the thing is this. Their goalkeeper thought that Rudiger was going to shoot it down the center, and then when he smacked it on the right over him, the guy literally just collapsed. Where he was standing.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Proper shot, man. Proper shot. Proper power. Azpilicueta's penalty was good as well.
I actually thought that he was going to save that, but it was right in the corner, wasn't it? No, it was right in the corner. Brilliant. He dived the right way.
He dived the right way,
in the corner.
Yeah, no, I was worried. Man, because Aspi, not a lot of games, and then he wasn't expecting to go into extra time, penalty shootout. But he's a captain; he's got to step up and set an example for the rest of the team. And boy, he did.
But his crossing was poor, though, wasn't it? Oh.
Yeah.
There was a lot of elements in that game that were poor, to be honest. And if we were to go into it, I mean, Pulisic wasn't impressed with him.
He was awful. He was awful.
He was.
Yeah.
Callum did all right. Chaluba was fantastic.
Chaluba was man of the match.
I gotta say something. I gotta say something about Zuma. Zuma played well today. Zuma played well in defense. He played well, and I'm not happy about him going, man. I don't know. I'm not happy about him going.
You might
I
have
I think he can still do a job for us.
You may have a different
I think Chaluba is ahead.
Yeah, if Koundé comes as well,
Chaluba.
you might like Koundé a lot more than
I
Zuma.
will. I probably will. But what I'm thinking is, do we really need to sell Zuma? Because Zuma does provide that strength and that power. And by the way, what was that referee doing, man? You know what? They should have. No, I'm serious. Rudiger one, man. I mean, what was he supposed to do? I mean, beautiful tackle.
I know. He got the ball.
Beautiful tackle.
Yeah.
Fantastic, man.
Did you see that one?
That's proper old school tackle, man.
Kovačić as well. He got fouled.
Kovačić
got fouled and he gave
fantastic.
the other side.
Listen, we should have a rule.
Rio's comments?
No, what did he say?
No, about the tackle.
I was watching on a different.
Rio Ferdinand, man.
Yeah. Well, he knows. Rio knows.
I don't know what's going on there.
Rio knows.
Yeah.
Listen. We gotta have a rule, yeah. Chelsea Football Club gotta have a rule. We do not play any matches where the referee is bald. End of. If he's bald, he's not refereeing our match. Simple as that.
So
man.
I can't referee the game then.
Man, no.
I'm serious. We have a problem. Every time we have a bald referee, he always messes it up, man. I mean...
Not always. Remember that Italian guy, Calinci against Real...
the one
with the big eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that guy was scary. What's his name?
Kalina.
Kalina? Is it Kalina? Yes,
Kalina.
something like that.
Kalina, that's his name, Kalina.
Yeah. But you know what? He looked like he was 60 when he was in his 50s. He still looked old, like 60, 70, even though he was younger than that. Max, I've got you on two streams, man. What's going on here? I'm seeing two Maxes here. What's going on?
I think he froze. I think.
You know what it is? I touched the wrong button or something. So get rid of the other one and then put me.
All right.
Yeah, that's it. There you go.
What I
said about the Italian guy, Calinci. I can't remember what's his name.
Kalina.
Because what happened? I was actually at the game. Yeah, I was actually at the game where we played against Barcelona at the Nou Camp actually, and we got beat 2-1. And the referee sent off one of our players, Andreas Frisk. I'm not sure if you remember him, Andreas Frisk, and he was not as bad as. What's that guy Overbo? But it was a shocking performance, and he was actually getting death threats from some of the Chelsea supporters. So for the second leg, they said we don't want any controversy, so they brought out the big boy, the Italian guy Collini, and we beat them 4-2. That's it that day, and I think we actually got away with one, didn't we? I'm not sure if you remember DJ when. was it Cavallo tugged at the shirt at the corner when John Terry scored the winner? Do you remember that, DJ? Or you're on mute? Where's DJ? He's gone.
DJ, you're on mute, my man. DJ, you're on mute.
He's probably disappeared for a little bit.
No. It's probably internet connection issues. This is the dude. This is the dude talking about. This is the dude, Kalina.
Yeah, that's him.
That's
him. You wouldn't want to argue against a decision there. He's a tall boy. I think he's about 6'2" or 6'3".
He got most of them right. He got most of them right. Listen, Max. Tell me something. What do you think about Hakim Ziyech, man? I mean,
he's so unlucky. I feel so sorry for the man. Same thing what happened last season. That's why I said Brighton last season in a friendly, he gets injured. Today he was looking good. He scored a goal. Some of the balls he was playing, he played about 3 or 4 beauties, didn't he? And then he goes and gets injured. He just can't buy. It's luck.
No luck.
I just feel. And you know what? Today, if Lukaku was there and he was playing them balls in, would have won the game before the first half was out.
Yeah.
Because there's some crosses which were played, and nobody was on the end of them.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just hope that it's not a bad. I think it's a dislocated shoulder or something. I hope it's not going to keep him out for a long period, because he was just, for me, looking the part now. You know, I thought he had a good pre-season, didn't he? He scored a hat-trick in one of the games. Scored against.
Yeah.
Was it Arsenal or Tottenham he scored against? I can't remember which one it was. Was it Tottenham?
I think. Yeah, he's got against Tottenham.
Yeah.
I think he had 5 goals, because he had a brace in one.
Yeah.
He had a hat-trick in one, and then he scored 1, so he had 6 goals.
Yeah,
6
so
goals,
he was looking.
This would have been his 7th goal. 7 goals in the season. Hasn't even started yet, man. You know, he's already scored.
That's
7
what I'm
goals.
saying. He was looking strong, and his passing was, as I said, was good. He's getting involved in the game a lot.
Yeah.
And I'm just hoping that this isn't a setback for him.
Yeah. The thing is this. I think if he's able to recover from this quite quickly, he may find it hard to get into the team. Yeah, even if he recovers quite quickly, because right now, with the competition that we have, because remember we have an extra attacker. Because I mean, yes, we're losing Tammy, and we lost Giroud, but really those guys didn't really have a role in the team. So this Lukaku coming in, he's really challenging with Werner and Havertz. So. One of them is going to have to fall back into the role that Ziyech and Mount were occupying as well, and so I think we're going to be quite stacked.
Is in trouble. I think Pulisic, unless he backs up his performance, he has to get better with his performances, because I think out of all the ones who have played so far, he hasn't looked great for me. He's just, I don't know what's wrong with it.
Pulisic is better when he's wide. I mean, Pulisic is a winger. He's a natural winger. Playing him inverted or playing him as a wing back doesn't quite do it for the man.
To be fair, I don't know why we moved him from the. He came on and he started down the left, and then they put him on the right. I think he's better on the left as well, for me, than the right hand side.
I think so. Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
But
Eric,
we still need another body in midfield as well.
We do.
I'm just listening. No, I didn't want to comment.
I heard your voice. All right, yeah. In midfield we definitely need another body. And do you think it's going to be a new signing, or do you think we're going to adjust? Maybe Loftus-Cheek, maybe Mount dropping in deeper. How do you think we're gonna move forward on this?
I just feel we need another imposing holding midfielder in a Chimene mould for me, something like that. Yeah. If you look at I know some may not agree with me on this one, but with Kova, I like Kova, don't get me wrong, but he has an issue where he switches off in games. If you look at the goal, he didn't follow Marina. He just ball watched. And I've seen him do that a few times. He didn't. If he had gone with the man, he would have made it more difficult for him to get a shot in. but so because if I think someone showed the footage of him where him and Mourinho were level at one stage. Mourinho made his movement, but he just stood still and just let him run off him.
Max, I think it's still early in the season, and I think players are still not sharp. They're still not, and I think that's I don't know why they play the Super Cup in this part of the season. I mean, I think it would make sense to have it, a little bit later in the season, just to give us. I mean, I know it's because it follows through from the previous season, so you don't want it to be a part of the new season, rather than have it in between, because the season officially starts for us this weekend. But it's a weird one.
But I did say, I know you disagree. I watched your stream earlier, and I know you disagreed with the comment I made a couple of days ago. But I did say that I do think it is like a European Charity Shield sort of thing. So,
I don't disagree. Yeah. I agree, but at the same time, I think
I want to win it. Don't get me wrong. It's something that we want to win, but it's one of those competitions that if we didn't win, I wouldn't be losing sleep over it. And obviously, I'm happy we won. Yeah. But I'm not. Like when we won the Champions League, I'm buzzing and elating and jumping up and down, doing cartwheels and things. It's a nice to have, I think. But
the thing is, Max, if it was a shield, I wouldn't be so happy. But because it looks like a cup and it looks like a really nice cup and it looks good in the cabinet, I think I like it. It looks good.
I think it looks a bit cheap.
Nah, man. Nah. I like it.
He hasn't even got proper handles. I was looking weird.
It reminds me of them. What do you call it? Them spaceships on Star Trek. One of them. It looks funny, but it looks good. It looks good. It looks like futuristic and whatnot.
Yeah. But you know what? I want to win more than anything is the World Club Cup in December. We have to win that one. That's the only one we haven't got in our cabinet. We've got every single other trophy available to us apart from that one. So I really hope that we play well in that one.
Did you hear Kovačić in the press conference what he said? Because he said something that for me it shows intent, and he said this. He said, "We really want to win the Super Cup." How do you say this? It's the first trophy that we want to win, or the first trophy that we are gonna win. So he's saying, this season we're winning trophies, man. We're gonna be doing this, and for him to make that statement of intent, it's good. It really shows positivity.
And you know what this does as well for us? What it also does is gives us confidence going into the season that we've got a trophy. No matter what, it's a trophy, and the guys have got that winning feeling again. That hunger's there. So moving on for the season, then it'll hopefully stand the guys in good stead. And there's another thing actually. I was watching the stream that you did yesterday. Who was it? Who mentioned about Chalobah playing? I know a lot of you disagreed with him.
Josh, Josh, spot on, Josh. Spot on, Josh.
I was actually in agreement with Josh when I was listening to it. I was saying, you know what, this guy's making sense because Chalobah had a great pre-season. All the other guys hadn't played yet, so I think to put on Azpilicueta or Reece James would have been more for risk than playing Chalobah, because obviously Chalobah's young. So, because this guy he wasn't phased as well, and we got to remember he's played against Ipswich. He plays for Ipswich, and he played for Lorient as well. So he's got
Couch Critic. I'm getting feedback on your mic. Thank you. Sorry, Max. Carry on.
Yeah, as I said, he's got a couple of seasons under his belt from loan moves, so he's come back a more rounded player. So he does look promising for me.
Yeah, no, definitely has something to offer, and if Tuchel is impressed, and he should be, then I think he may have a season with us. He may, but I know this team's looking at him for a loan deal, so we'll have to see.
I reckon he'll go on loan for another season. And come back.
Yeah, I think so.
When Azpili's a bit older and when Thiago Silva leaves, that's what I reckon.
But he hasn't done himself any harm in his performances in this preseason. He has been brilliant. He has put put a bit of attention on himself. So I think it will be positive. Boogeyman Couch Critic, welcome to the stream.
Hey guys.
Yo, thanks guys. How are you guys doing?
We're doing good. We're doing good. Couch Critic, We lost Couch Critique. Go on, DJ. You say something?
No, I was just saying hello to Biggie Man and Couch Critic. That was all.
Then hello back, Boogeyman. Hello.
Yo, man.
Boogeyman, you happy today? Then you happy?
Oh yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy, man. I'm really happy. I was a little frustrated because the game went all the way to the penalty kicks, but at the end of the day, we won it, and I'm happy about it. That's all it is.
Yeah.
It's a preseason, and you cannot blame anybody at this point. That's what it is.
Yeah, but in the second half, obviously, because I think they've played 2 more games in that 7-day in pre-season, and it kind of showed, because I thought second half we were very sloppy, giving the ball away a lot, and they looked the stronger team.
That's really true. The other thing is our midfielder, every time they put pressure on us, we keep losing the ball, which is not really our weakness. People come at us and we pass the ball around them like easily, but they didn't manage to do it. And Jorginho coming in at the beginning, he can't even find his own feet. But close in the extra time, he managed to control the game a little, just dictate the tempo. So it helps a lot at that time. So Villarreal was a little tired, and it was easy for us with Jorginho passing the ball around to be able to control that game. Listen, I don't see anything wrong with the game, and I think Pulisic is just a little, for someone that played all the preseason game or was present since the beginning of the preseason, I feel like he hasn't given all yet, and if he keep doing this, come on, man, he's not gonna be doing too. He's not gonna be doing too many. Yeah,
Boogeyman. Tell me something. Why does Pulisic either have a blinder of a match or he's off the pace? It doesn't seem to be in between. Pulisic can come on the pitch and can give you a performance that will have you, talking about him for a good season, how good that performance was. Oh, he could come on and just do what he did today, which was nothing. So it's. I don't understand. I mean, is it his position? Is it the way that he's been asked to do a particular role, or is there something? Is there a fault in his play? I mean, how do you sum this up?
For me, the talent is there, but he's not there yet mentally. And when it comes to EPL, you have to be there physically also. You can. We're probably going to see the same thing with Jadon Sancho. He's talented. You can see it, but when the game becomes too physical, they cannot keep how do you say it? They cannot produce their talent. They just kind of keep falling on the ground, bouncing off defenders and all those things, and being on the floor all the time. So Pulisic, for me, I think Tuchel should stop using Pulisic as a wingback. Just keep playing him in the right position so he can gain a lot of confidence. He has to.
Good point.
The talent is there.
Good point. I think like you said, confidence might be an issue.
He wasn't a wingback there today, was he?
Yeah, but
no. But he's been doing that in pre-season. That's where he's been playing. So
pre-season.
I think
pre-season. Yeah.
I think what Boogeyman is saying is the lad has a confidence issue, and playing our position for 2-3 games and then coming into a position that you're more used to. It's exactly. I think he's one of those players that you have to look after a little bit and give a little bit more TLC.
100%, exactly.
That's why I said earlier he needs to play on the left because he's more. That's the way he's most comfortable on the left. Even on the right, he's not as good, is he? Because if you look at both today and when in the Champions League, the shots that he took, both of them were in the right hand side. Where he missed the 2 big chances. Had he been on the left, then I think those are going in.
Yeah. It's just the fact that he should be at this point, because I think that's his third season with us or second. I'm not too sure anymore. That's his second season with us, or the third now. Yeah. So sometimes I just don't know if he knows his own partner, how like today, for example, Aspi passed the ball, and then you can see Aspi making a run, but he just doesn't know if Aspi will make the run or not, and he trying to dribble and he fall on the floor, and then he complain. The talent is there. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, Boogeyman, sorry to interrupt you, but one thing that he did against Real Madrid when he was a little bit selfish, but he didn't pass the ball to Werner and he shot and he scored. Today we saw something similar, but he didn't shoot because he didn't get the opportunity. I think he has a little bit of selfishness about him, and I mean, I don't know. Selfishness.
Can I say that he's no football smart? The thing is, that ball today, he was running, and then Havertz was completely open at one point.
Exactly.
I was screaming at him to pass the ball to Havertz in that situation.
Yeah, he could just, you know what? Like he got the 1-2, he just pushed the ball in the wrong, in the opposite direction. Havertz will be having the ball, and if one-on-one will take
one-on-one.
Yeah. So I just feel like sometimes political frustration get to him so badly that he just does not play for the team anymore. I'm not sure. That's what the talent is there, though, but I don't know.
He gets a chip on his shoulder throughout the game, and when he gets that, he just Max. Before you come in, I just want to say big up to Bobby. Bobby, welcome to the stream, my man.
Hey guys, hi. We know who we are.
Hey Bobby, how you doing?
We know who we are.
Champions of Europe.
Champions of Europe. We know who we are. I'm so happy, man. All these people talking down the trophy. Do you know what you've got to do to even get to win this trophy? This is no Mickey Mouse trophy.
You got to win the Champions League, man.
Trophy. Absolutely, or at least the Europa Cup. I'm so happy today. I really am. You know, Villarreal, they're a very good side.
Bobby. Apparently, it's just another version of the Charity Shield, as they say.
Yeah, right.
It is a European Charity Shield. I'll stick with that. But going back to Pulisic, what I was saying before is that before we had his injury, I thought he had some good games, didn't he? Just after lockdown, I thought he was excellent. Then he got the injury. Then what I initially thought, he was trying too hard to score goals. So rather than passing the ball, he was trying to take shots from angles where he shouldn't be taking it. So I thought this season, pre-season under his belt, he'll get better. But looking at him again, it's probably that's his game. He's a bit, as Boogeyman said, perhaps he hasn't got that footballing intelligence to know when to lay off the ball and when to have a shot.
Yeah, no, I think he's still a young lad, and he needs the experience, and but for me it's he's playing for Chelsea, man. He's the Champions League winner. He should know better. Julius, welcome to the stream. Congratulations, man.
Congrats to everyone.
Hey, Julius.
Congrats.
Hi.
Congrats.
Hey, Julius. What's up?
I'm so happy. I love
Hey,
you.
Julius, how you doing?
I'm over the moon, to be honest, because I was so scared that then I was like, again, we're gonna probably lose this stupid cup again. And no, we didn't. So there is a point here, very important, is that Tuchel embedded a winning mentality in this team that we missed before for a while.
He has done. Listen, I just want to say something to the guys in the stream. Thank you for the 49 likes so far. Let's push that to 100. I've had a very bad day. I don't normally share personal things with people on the stream, but I want to share this because some of you might think Mo looks a little bit down. We just won the Super Cup, but he still looks a little bit down. Let me tell you why. I woke up this morning and I found a parking ticket on my car. All right. Went out, did what I had to do, came back home, and I found another ticket come in the mail. So I had 2 fines today, and that made my day fantastic. All right, so Super Cup made it a little bit better, but that's why I'm a little bit in a bad mood. So I apologize, but yeah, it is what it is. Just thought I'll share that with you guys. So make me happy by hitting them like buttons. And all right, 53, thank you. All right, let's just push that to 100, please, pretty please. Julius, man. Hakim Ziyech, he can't catch a break. What's going on with the man?
He's on fire.
He dislocated his shoulder, man. He dislocated his shoulder.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Why is he getting so bad luck, man? Last season, pre-season, he gets injured. He's out for the beginning of the season. This season, we're getting the same situation, man. I really feel sorry for the guy.
Yeah, no, for sure. But you know what? It's not the worst injury. It's very painful, but it's not the worst injury. I think he should be able to come back soon. But he will miss the opening of the season, unfortunately, for the Premier League. So
yeah.
But other than that, I think we grinded. It was not the greatest performance, but I like to see that when we grind, when we're under pressure. So
definitely. I'll be honest with you guys. I was unsure if it was me or if the game was dull because I was watching it and I'm thinking, why did we score so early and sit back? Because we were sitting back. Villarreal, even though they were behind, they weren't really doing nothing. And then all of a sudden, a couple of errors, boom, 1-1, and then it's game on again. Jem, my man, congratulations. We just won the Super Cup. Champions, undisputed. Champions of Europe, 2021. How you feeling?
All right, man. I've just been burying some rivals in coffins and just shutting the doors and putting them underground, because I've had to deal with some people,
Nice.
That's what it is.
Nice.
Listen, what did you say?
I thought before I go to sleep, because I'm literally going to get literally in bed now. I thought I'd come on and have my thoughts on the game quickly.
Let's hear it.
Look, I thought the second half we slapped them 71-72% possession. We dominated that first half, and it was really good. It was really good to watch. I thought the goal was very good. Havertz with the setup, and then we kind of, I don't know what happened in the second half. We were shit. I'm sorry about my language, but we were poor. It was I don't know why we kind of just
fitness.
We went down a gear. Yeah, we went down a gear, and Kovačić was giving the ball away a lot. He looked very leggy in the second half, and then Tuchel started making these weird substitutions, and he started taking people like Kante off, and I'm thinking to myself, surely you take Kovačić off. You can see he's struggling as it is with his legs. Then he takes off Hudson-Odoi and don't put Reece James on and puts Aspi on as right wing back, and I'm like, why is he doing that? And then he takes Werner off. Who did he put on for Werner? Was it Mount? He put Mount on for Werner. And I thought Mount was very, I thought Mount was very non-existent in most of the game. But after they scored their goal, we kind of woke up again. I just found it a really weird game, and we woke up again and we started dominating all the way through to sort of the first half of extra time, then the second half. But we never really looked like we were going to score, and I think today was a good example of why we were getting Lukaku, because we just needed someone as a target. We needed someone to play off. We needed someone that we could run off. And I don't think Havertz is a number 9. I really don't. I know he looked very leggy today because he's only just got back. But even Timo Werner struggled. He struggled against a big, tall defence of Pau Torres and Raul Albedo, who's like 38 years old. Do you know what I mean? And they had us. Do you know what I mean? In that second half. And even I was thinking to myself, we've got one more sub. Would it just be worth bringing Tammy on? Just someone that can maybe just give us something a little bit different up front. And we know he's going to leave and whatever else, but at least he might be able to. Maybe he can just throw himself in the box a bit more and try and get on the end of things like he does. Do you know what I mean? And maybe we'll get a goal from it. But listen, he made the decision to bring Kepa on, which at that point I was like, oh my God, what's he doing? And it ended up being a tactic, a genius thing to do. And Kepa basically won us that cup, so big up to him. And I'm happy. I'm happy, man. Champions of Europe.
Well,
we are.
Well done. You couldn't have summarized it better, man.
I wasn't.
Go on, Max.
But you know what? When he brought Kepa on, I wasn't that disappointed when he brought Kepa on. Actually,
Max. I literally want every one of you to tell me what you felt. What emotion came inside your body when you saw him getting his kit on, right? So we'll start with Max and we'll go around the block, man. Max, tell me. I really want to know. I really want to know.
But then, I was. I looked at my boy Zayn and we thought Kepa. Then I thought, you know what? That's not a bad idea because I've seen Mendy. Mendy's penalties are atrocious against Tottenham. He didn't even go the right way much. He commits himself
every time. He was going the wrong way.
The only penalty. The only penalty he saved is because Aguero's Panenka, which is, and the only reason he did save it is because he actually knelt down before he had taken the penalty. It was such a weak penalty, so he was able to stay in the same position and pick the ball up afterwards. So they're obviously, because you know what, Tuchel, he's a perfectionist. He's obviously studied the way that Mendy goes down for penalties and thought, you know what, we'll have a better chance with Kepa in goal. At least Kepa, and you know what Kepa did, which was good. It's mind games. I loved his mind games, and he speaks Spanish as well. If you notice, he was whispering to every single one of the players, saying, "Look, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that." He's pointing. He was like, he got a yellow card for his efforts as well. But yeah.
No, he was saying things about the family and where they were last night and things like that.
Exactly, whatever. So it's also about mind games, isn't it? As well as nerve and everything else. So I think he was getting under their skin as well. So yeah, he was vindicated, wasn't it? So 2 saves, the hero, and you know what I like. Everybody went over to him, rushed to him as well. That shows a camaraderie between the team. And even Mendy, rather than doing what Kepa did in the League Cup, he was, said, "Look, we won it." So I'm pleased because we won it. I don't care who's in goal, and it's all about the team. It's not about individuals, and that's what I like. So I don't want any prima donnas in the team. It's just what's good for the team, which is good for the season.
But I think Mendy could have been a little bit. I don't know. A bit funny and said, no. Just for like 2 seconds and then walked off the pitch. I'm staying on.
I'm not sure that would have worked so well, man. Tuchel would have been furious. But look, I wasn't worried at all. I was actually worried that maybe the game would finish before we get to put Kepa on the pitch, because it was like less than 2 minutes left, and I was like, oh no, he had better make this up quickly. But when Kepa came on, I was fine with it. It made sense to me. It made sense. That's the main thing. It made sense.
I don't know about you, lot, man.
But for me, Kepa has always been a better penalty keeper. That's always been. We actually won the Europa League.
Eric, listen. Do you know what I was thinking? I was thinking. What's that, Max?
He's saved 6 in 18.
I think,
16,
yeah. Max, I think there's a little bit of a delay between our audio and your audio. You're a little bit behind us. In regards to Kepa is not the Chelsea penalty specialist. It was Willy Caballero. You guys remember that? So Willy was always ahead of Kepa when it came to penalties, and then now, we would take off Kepa and bring on Willy. Now we're taking off Mendy and bringing on Kepa. So I was worried. But at the same time, like Max said, I know Mendy is, I'm not going to say useless, but he's not very good at penalties. So I thought Kepa would have a better chance of saving some penalties. And like Max said, the Spanish factor, that he could get into their heads. I thought that he might be doing that as well. So good call from Tuchel. I'll get Boogeyman to come in on the Kepa situation. Boogeyman, what's your thoughts? Boogeyman, Bobby, what's your thoughts on the Kepa situation, man?
You know what, guys? I wasn't worried when Kepa was brought on. In fact, I thought it was a good idea because that's his strength. Kepa may be a lot of things, but he's not bad at penalties. And what he did today didn't really come as a surprise to me. I'm very happy for him, really. I was really happy for him because he's had such a rough ride. And he needed something to lift him. He needed something to add to any price tag that might be put on him in the future somewhere along the line. And I think it just showed the team spirit. He needs to have confidence because in January, we're going to need him. And this will do his confidence a world of good.
Yeah, spot on. Good point. Julius, what was your thoughts on the whole Kepa thing?
I think Eric, Blue, and Max and Bobby summed it up for me. I thought it made so much sense and it was a good decision. I was also very, very happy for Kepa. I think it's a confidence boost for him. And maybe we can sell it for more profit now. I mean, for more money, more profit.
Yeah. No, profit. That's not happening, man. If we break even, we're lucky. But yeah, no. I believe confidence-wise, it's gonna do the man a lot of good. He celebrated aggressively when we won the Champions League, and I think now that he's played a big part in the Super Cup. I'm happy for the man. DJ Sav, what's your thoughts on the Kepa thing?
Yeah, I have to say I was a bit worried, but then afterwards I was just hearing afterwards his ratio from the penalty spot is actually pretty good compared to Mendy's. So in that kind of way, it wasn't so bad for him coming on and obviously being in goal for the penalties. And like we've already just said, I mean, speaking to the Spanish players, every time they kept on taking the penalties or getting into their heads, you just knew, you just knew he was going to do something or another. And he, to be fair to the man, he pulled off 2 great saves. And you could see that, and what I liked most about it all is not only obviously he won us the cup, you saw the team celebrating together with him, which says there is a big togetherness in that team, regardless if he's not playing much. So for me, that is really, really, really good as well. So yeah, I was worried at first, but then when he pulled off those 2 saves, I thought, yeah, it's all right, it's not so bad. I can't knock him as much as I've been knocking him, but he'll do, I guess. When obviously Mendy goes off the African Cup of Nations, at least he'll be a good person to continue in the goal.
Listen, Jorginho has won more cups,
quadruple,
in the past couple of months than a lot of players in their entire lifetime, than a lot of players in their entire career. The guys won the Super Cup, Champions League, and the European Cup. Now, what else is coming? This guy could really be, I mean, really, Messi, Ballon d'Or, Jorginho.
No.
World Cup.
Come on, guys.
Listen, Messi plays for the mediocre PSG, man. This man plays for Chelsea, man. He plays for Chelsea, the champions of Europe. He plays for Italy.
Yeah, but he won the Copa
Champions
America,
of Europe.
That's why Messi will win the Ballon d'Or. I forget with the Ballon d'Or. I'm past it because for me it's just favouritism. There's no real meaning to it. It's just who they want to win it rather than. I think there's definitely some sort of something going on behind the scenes there with the Ballon d'Or. So that's why I don't really look too much into it. But
yeah, it's
sorry, Boogie man. You can jump in at any time, man. You can jump in at any time. You don't have to wait. Just jump right in.
I have to go, brothers. See you soon. Congrats, everyone.
Julius. Okay, cheers. Julius, thanks for jumping on, man. We'll talk later.
I'm going to shoot soon as well. But in terms of Kepa, I'm not going to lie. I kind of didn't know how to feel because as soon as I hear that name, it just brings back all these horrible memories and flashbacks of crap that he's done in his past. And then I thought to myself, all right, the goal kick, him coming on for penalties makes sense. But then I thought, there's still 2 minutes left. What if they get a chance and he's in goal? And we can see that it's because he's in goal. I'm just going to go. So I didn't know how to feel at the time. I just wanted the whistle to go, at the same time. So it was, it made sense at the end of the day.
Someone's editing their video while he's talking on the stream.
Sorry,
no.
I have to go. I'm going to work in a couple of hours.
I'm going to shoot as well.
Listen, lads. Before you guys go, yeah. I just want to tell you something.
Jem, it's funny you should say that. Actually, sorry. Can I say something?
1 second, Max. There's someone who is currently watching the stream who can't say nothing, but is really having a good evening right now because Kepa did what he's doing, and you know who I'm talking about. So yeah, big up to you. I know you're watching. Go on, Max. Carry on.
It's guys. No, I'm just saying to Jem, it's quite funny what you just said actually.
Good night, mate. Good night.
Yeah, because my son Zane was saying exactly the same thing. He's saying, imagine if they have a shot though, when Kepa's not going to save it, it's going to be all in vain.
Yeah, in the last minute. Yeah, can you imagine?
Can you imagine I don't know, like a 20-yard shot screamer, and he's so small, it just goes top corner. He don't get to it. Mendy would have saved it. I'd have been screwed.
Oh man,
you know what I mean? That's what I was thinking.
And Mendy did actually make a save just before that, didn't he?
He did.
I remember Mendy did make a save just before, but he was offside.
Mendy had a good game. Apart from that one slip, he had a good game. Mendy was
very good.
He actually
You know
bailed us
that
out.
one that hit the post. I didn't realise he had. The one that hit the
He
post.
saved it.
And he got a fingertip.
He saved it.
At the time, I didn't think. I thought he'd. Yeah, but when they showed it afterwards, he just.
I've got to shoot, guys.
touched it off the post,
Thanks for having me on that. And,
all right, Jim. Have a good night. I'll see you later, mate. Take care, brother. Take care, Jim. Take care.
Yeah. My line's bad as well, so I got this. It's kind of lagging, so I'll
yeah, no, I'm
well,
about to end it.
echoes
I'm
and
about to end
feedback,
it.
So, yeah.
Listen, I need you guys to stay for just until I finish my outro. I need to talk to you guys in the backstage for 2 minutes. All right, you guys good with that? All right. Listen, people in the chat, thank you very much. It's been a pleasure. Congratulations to everyone. Chelsea have won the Super Cup, undisputed champions of Europe. Do us a favour. Thanks to Kepa. Big part to Kepa. Do us a favor, lads. Before you guys go to bed, just hit that like button, and if you're new, hit that subscribe button. I'll see you all later. Have a good one, guys. Take care. And where's the outro? Here we go. Outro.